In the song Pretty Hurts by Beyonce, she wrote, "Blonde hair, flat chest. TV says bigger is better. South Beach, sugar-free. Vogue says thinner is better." My question to you is, do you believe that? Do you believe that being blonde, being skinny, and never indulging in a chocolate bar makes you pretty? Good afternoon, my name is Sydney Scott, and today I would like to speak on the TED Talk entitled "Looks Aren't Everything, Believe Me, I'm a Model" by Cameron Russell. After reading this title, I was very skeptical. How could a 5'9", white, beautiful model say that looks aren't everything? After actually watching the video, my skepticism turned into a fascination. Russell begins his TED Talk by coming out in a short dress and very high heels. Granted, she looks stunning. She then changes into a long skirt and a sweater. She explains that image is powerful, but it is also superficial. How we look has a huge impact on our lives. In my opinion, it is crazy that the real first impression that we give off to someone is based off our complexion and body type. Although image and body positivity are formulating and expanding, there are still many stereotypes based off one's image. Russell then goes on to answer questions honestly that she gets from individuals about being a model. The first question she answers is, how did you become a model? She answers this by saying, I won a genetic lottery and I am a recipient of a legacy. When she says legacy, she explains that her meaning by this is that her image is what the model industry, as well as social media, has approved as what they want. I found it most interesting when she said that the one characteristics that we are all biologically programmed to adore is white skin. Although there are many races that are on the runway, based on statistics, 0.4% are non-white. The way that Russell talks about her job, she seems to enjoy it, but would not recommend it to a little girl. She tells the audience when a little girl says, I want to be a model, she says, why? In her own perception, she says that saying you want to be a model is kin to saying you want to win the Powerball when you grow up. She is not saying it is impossible, but she does not believe that it is a career path. The next part of her talk, she gives an example of the knowledge she has learned. She then goes on to demonstrate this knowledge, which is standing with her legs apart and her arms apart in the same position, moving back and forth 500 times. I agree with her when she says that modeling is not a career path. My biggest wonder is, what's the point? What's the point of spending 13 years in school and learning the ABCs, how to add, or even how to read, if your only responsibility in your career is to stand in front of a camera in the same position, moving back and forth? After she demonstrates this stance, she then shows about 5 pictures of her doing the same thing. After years of being an underwear model, there is not much you can do on your resume, and you cannot show anything more than photographs. It seems like Russell wants more for these little girls, that although you are beautiful, find something that is not just based off your beauty. In my life, I have struggled with body positivity as well as being secure in my own skin. Cameron Russell explains that models are some of the most insecure people she has ever met. Although it is very hard to imagine that she is insecure whatsoever, for her to go on a TED Talk and tell the audience and millions of people she has insecurities of her own really puts the title of this speech into perspective. Although in today's society, most people agree with the title that looks aren't everything. However, we need to come to an agreement as a society to change most people agree to all people agree. So then we can really know a person without judging their face and body type first, rather than making a judgment on who they are as a person. Thank you.